This is 21 Questions. It's a little trivia podcast that I run. My name's Mike. I've run trivia shows in pubs and clubs for over 22 years now. I'm in your phone. I'm glad you're here. Let's play. Question 1. According to the proverb, what city wasn't built in a day? That'd be Rome. Rome wasn't built in a day. Question 2. Which two-word alliterated term, not to patronise you, but alliterated means both words start with the same letter. Which two-word alliterated term was used by Allied aircraft pilots in World War II to describe various UFOs and is also the name of a band founded by ex-Nirvana drummer Dave Grohl? That's Foo Fighter. Did you know that's where the Foo Fighters get their name from? I did not. I think that's pretty cool. A Foo Fighter, to a military pilot back in the day, was a UFO. Question 3. Which 13-lettered word is the distance around the outside of a circle? So the linear distance around the outside of a circle. That is, of course, its circumference. Question 4. True or false? Callisto is a moon of Uranus. That's false. Callisto is actually a moon of Jupiter. Now, I know a lot of sciencey types are trying to pronounce Uranus now, but I refuse to deprive 13-year-old boys of the opportunity to say Uranus and giggle. I'm 58. I'm giggling too. Question 5. Often associated with Chinese food, what non-essential amino acid is used as a food additive and flavour enhancer and is known by 3 initials? That's MSG. Some people are highly allergic to MSG, including me. Question 6. Barbara Feldon played her on TV in the 1960s. Anne Hathaway played her on the big screen in 2008. Who are we talking about? That's Agent 99 from Get Smart. Question 7. A little bit of culture for you now. With what literary pursuit would one associate the terms stanza, couplet, and quatrain? That would be poetry. Delightful. After question 7, we do the first clues for the Who Am I today. It's a person, but it's an ancient historical figure. Here we go. Who am I? I was born in 100 BC into a prominent family during the final years of the Roman Republic. I rose through the ranks as a military general, most famously conquering Gaul, a region that largely corresponds to what we now call France. Now, I'll admit that is a little bit obscure, a little bit harder than we normally do, but I think you'll know it by the end. For now, though, question 8. In 1982, Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton co-starred together in which movie musical? Here's a hint, it's got a rude word in the title. That'd be The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. A big hello to any kids in the car. Sorry about that, Mum and Dad. Question 9. Which famous opera singer lends her surname to a type of thin, dry, crisp bread toast? The toast we're talking about is Melba toast, and the opera singer is Dame Nellie Melba, who retired nearly as many times as John Farnham did. For overseas listeners, you might want to look that one up. Question 10. The Addams Family theme song describes them as creepy, kooky, mysterious, and has to rhyme with kooky, as in the creepy and the kooky, mysterious and spooky. Good-o. Question 11. True or false? The astrological star sign Leo spans July 24 to August 23. Is that true? Is that false? That one's true. July 21st, that'll be after Cancer, I would imagine. Question 12. Jamie Foxx plays Ray who in the 2004 movie Ray? That'd be Ray Charles. Question 13, we're talking Formula One now. Is the triple Formula One champion Nelson Piquet Spanish or Brazilian? Nelson Piquet is Brazilian. Question 14. How many pieces does each player start off with in a game of chess? chessboard has 8 rows by 8 rows, and each player takes up 2 of those rows with their pieces, therefore 2 times 8, 16. More clues now for the Who Am I. Here we go. It's the Roman general. Who am I? My decision to cross the river Rubicon with my army was seen as an act of rebellion and sparked a civil war. After emerging victorious, I declared myself dictator for life, introducing reforms to the Roman calendar and government. Becoming clearer yet? More clues after question 20 if you still haven't worked it out. For now though, question 15. A film based on a novel, based on a painting by Johannes Vermeer. Did you get all of that? A film based on a novel, which is in turn based on a painting. The painting is by Johannes Vermeer. Is The Girl with a What? Is it A, dragon tattoo, or B, pearl earring? It's B, pearl earring. Now, the girl with the pearl earring is also known as the Mona Lisa of the North. High praise indeed. Question 16. How many people play on a single indoor cricket team? That'd be 8. Now, some leagues around the world do play with 6, but the international game is played with 8. Question 17. How many times has former Beatle Paul McCartney been married? 3 times, first to Linda McCartney from 1969 to 1998, then to Heather Mills from 2002 to 2008, and he married Nancy Shevell in 2011. Paul McCartney has been married 3 times. Question 18. Sinology, S-I-N-O-L-O-G-Y, sinology is the study of the civilization, language and customs of which country? I better give you multiple choice, I think. Is it Singapore? Is it Indonesia? Is it China? What country is sinology the study of? That'd be China. Question 19. Still alive or not so much? That's where I give you a name and you tell me if you think that person is still alive or not so much. Today, Barbara Feldon, who we talked about earlier, Agent 99 in Get Smart. Is Barbara Feldon still alive or not so much? Barbara Feldon is still alive. She is 93 years old and still kicking. Good on you, Barbs. Question 20. Which American hard rockers, known for their costumes and stage shows, have released over 20 albums including Dynasty, Crazy Nights and Unmasked? That would be Kiss. Now, shout out here to Adam and Emma. Adam and Emma play at my Thursday night show down at Cleveland Bayside in the Redlands. And recently at a show down there, I asked a question about Kiss and Adam pointed down to his shirt. He was wearing a Kiss t-shirt. Fair to say he knew that one. And I'm pretty sure he would have known the one I just asked as well. Okay, final clues for the Who Am I. Who am I? My growing power alarmed many in the Senate who feared I intended to end the Republic and rule as a king. My rule came to a dramatic end in 44 BC when I was assassinated by a group of senators. One of my closest allies is said to have been among my attackers, giving rise to one of history's most famous lines, Et tu, Brute? Have you worked it out? Should I mention that they named a salad after him? They didn't really, but it's got the same name as him. That would be Julius Caesar. Now we go to the player questions. The player questions are a little thing that I do where I invite you, the listener, to send me a trivia question just for a bit of fun at the end of the episode. I give you a shout out. I ask your question. We do the answer the following episode. Here's how it goes. Last episode, for example, Bronwyn from the Sunshine Coast sent me, what does the E stand for in the Roadrunner character Wile E. Coyote's name? Great question, Bronny, and the answer is Ethelbert. Ethelbert. E-T-H-E-L-B-E-R-T. Ethelbert. I suppose it was French, it would be Ethelbert, but I don't think it is. Ethelbert. That's a great question, Bronny. Thank you. I didn't know that one. This episode, Karen asked the question, what were the bronze medals for the Sydney 2000 Olympics made out of? That's a great question, Karen, and I don't know the answer. I suppose it's probably too simple to say, were they made out of bronze? They probably were, or you wouldn't be asking me, would you? Okay, that's episode 43 of 21 questions done. Thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to send me a trivia question, I would love that. 2 ways you can get it to me: via my Facebook page, 21 Questions by Trivia Tribe, same logo as this podcast. You'll recognise it. It's the pink one. Send me a trivia question. I'll give you a shout out. Or I should mention you can email me to mike@triviatribe.com. Send me an email. Great. This podcast comes out every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, and I hope you'll join me back here in a couple of days' time. We'll do it all again. Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing. I love you. I'm Mike van Acker. Bye.